bring it back to one sentence, I feel really alive when I'm on a bike.
When you think about transportation, what comes to mind? If you're like most, then chances are you pictured a car. About 75% of Americans drive alone every day to work. Being the predominant form of transport, most cities are built around the automobile, and Burlington is no exception. But what if driving wasn't the best option? For someone like Jason Van Drysch, cycling holds much more appeal. Jason is a longtime Burlington resident. He lives in a suburb of the South End with his wife and daughter. On his back porch, Jason tells us about the role that biking has in his life. To him, it's about much more than getting from point A to point B.
I think the thing that is at the heart of why I love biking is something about feeling connected. Driving is super convenient and incredibly useful, but it feels very disembodied, like you're not connected to the landscape that you're moving through, you're not really connected to your body, the motor's doing all the work. Biking's much more immediate, and I just, to bring it back to one sentence, I feel really alive when I'm on a bike.
He expresses to us his frustrations with the city of Burlington and the car-centric perspective of the Public Works Department.
Burlington is consistently about 20 or 30 years behind where it should be in terms of what it's like to bike here in the city. The improvements that are being made now are improvements that should have been made decades ago. The biggest problem is a car culture and a car mindset still is in the driver's seat at the Public Works Department. And there's just a reflexive deference to making driving as easy and as fast and as unthinking as possible, and a reluctance to do things that would force drivers to slow down, pay attention, and be a little uncomfortable. And instead, all the uncomfortable is put on people who are not in cars. And that's fundamentally wrong, because when people are in cars, they're protected. And the uncomfortableness is almost never going to lead, at least here in Burlington, to somebody in a car getting seriously hurt. People bike in Burlington despite the bike infrastructure, not because of it.
Jason is just one of many Burlington residents who are frustrated with the biking infrastructure that is currently in place, and one of countless people around the world with a deep love for biking.